Hi, I'm Laura and welcome to Heart Driven Tarot. I am with this video resuming the mini tarot lessons in the cards of the tarot. And I'm going to begin with, pick up where we left off because I had not started with the suit of swords. And the swords relate to the air element in the tarot. And air is associated with the mind, intellect, communication, thoughts, ideas, writing. And the first thing to note with this card, the overall vibe is one of power, tremendous power and strength, because just look at that divine hand coming out of the ethers, gripping that double-edged sword, which means that it can go either way. It can cut you or it can cut someone else or cut to the chase. It does require care to grip that properly, but it's a powerful grip. There's an aura about the hand. The hand's white, suggesting purity, in my opinion. And it's coming out of what these gray clouds of confusion, it would seem. Out of the ethers, out of confusion comes clarity. It's like a moment, an aha moment, a moment of eureka, when all of a sudden there is this divine revelation, or divine, yes, I would say divine revelation, or truth that comes to the fore. That's what's to me is most important. And of course, the numerological association with this card is the number 1. Ones are a beginning. Ones are a start to something new. And that's what the aces are all about. And I always welcome seeing the aces come up in a reading. So we've got that powerful energy of a new start. Looking at the colors, I think it's important to note that this overall background is gray. And for me, gray is a very neutral color. So it's in a way suggesting to me, or how I interpret it, is that kind of out of this nothingness comes this divine revelation and that when you kind of get into a still state, you go into neutral. That's what I would say, go into neutral. It's a neutral color. That's when these revelations can arise. Now let's look at the other symbols here. We've got the crown, suggesting royalty and authority. Crown atop the sword, so that's an auspicious symbol. And the garland of laurel on either side, or that they're hanging down, those two wreaths are hanging down from the crown, suggesting victory, celebration, imminent victory, a celebration of some kind. So overall, the energy of this card, when upright, would seem positive. Of course, again, every single card can be interpreted negatively or positively depending on the question you ask and where it falls in a spread. But on its own, I would say this is a positive energy vibe that this card conveys, the Ace of Swords. So those key colors, those simple, the yods, or these yellow little flames. The yods relate to some kind of the Hebrew alphabet, about which I know nothing, but I had to look this up myself because I'd always heard that term, but I thought, what does that really mean, the yods? But also they can be interpreted as sparks of inspiration. So it's just that idea of the concept of this revelation coming out of the ethers, coming out of nowhere, and being a powerful one, so it's auspicious. So overall, the general upright meaning when this card shows up is that there's a powerful new start to something, or powerful idea or concept is coming into your thinking, into your mindset. If this card is reversed, it may suggest that there's confusion about something that's starting up, or there is a delay in maybe an idea or concepts on the way, but there's something that's delaying it or something that's blocking it. It all, again, depends on your question, but it does suggest the idea to me of confusion. Or it may as well suggest, because I got this on my own, that when reversed, it may suggest you need to really turn within to get a needed inspiration or a needed new idea of where you need to go about something, or what new pursuit, educational pursuit, you may need to follow. Now, how can you use this card to inspire you in your life, in your daily life? Well, I would say that this is a good card to take out if you're thinking, oh, I want to start on a new project, but I'm just not getting some good ideas. I'm just not feeling it. I don't know what to do. So this card would be a good one to take out, and I recommend, and I will put a link in the notes to where you can get this on Amazon, this deck, the giant Rider Waite deck, because I recommend this for beginners because of the bigger size, you can see the details more easily. But you could take this card out in a time where you really want to come up with something new, and inspiration, a new way of doing something. And look at the card, gaze at the card, and then go within for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then come out, perhaps jot down any ideas that may have come to you. But that's how I would use the sword, the Ace of Swords, to inspire you and to move you forward and to shine in an area of your life. The music selections I recommend for this card are, one is a song called The Truth by James Blunt. Just came across it the other day and I was really moved by it. So check that out. I'll include the link. And then the other musical selection is one by Bach. Has a long name, so I have to look at my notes here to share it with you. It's Suite Number 1 in G major, BWV 1007. Seems like a strange name to me. Check out those two musical selections to underscore the energy of this card. And then finally, the book recommendation that I'd like to suggest is Think and Grow Rich. That classic book by Napoleon Hill that was written back, I don't know, 1920s or 30s. It's one that a lot of salespeople, a lot of business people use and read and recommend it to people in their sphere. The reason I'm suggesting that is because we're talking about Ace of Swords and getting on a new track of thought, of intellect. Then this book is appropriate because Napoleon Hill says thoughts are things, and he talks all about the power of changing your mindset. And so there's a lot in there, even though it's geared toward prosperity and toward accumulating wealth, etc. But you can use it for anything. I think it's just powerful in helping you change your mindset. I hope this reading has been, this interpretation and mini lesson on the Ace of Swords has been helpful for you. If you've not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And until next time, remember, illumine your mind, inspire your life with tarot.